Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 19 of Crusader Kings 2. We're still waiting for this claim to get fabricated. It is taking forever. However, I do want to be able to try and gobble up a little bit more of Lombardy before I declare war for my independence. The more counties we can take, the less men he will have, or the fewer men he will have, and the more men I will have. That's some more revelling over. We're doing quite well on the prestige here. How are things going with the Pope man? He likes me a little bit more now, and I'm no longer a lunatic. Will you actually give me money this time around? Still says maybe. He likes me more than he dislikes me. Give me some money. Usurp the title of Grand City of Venezia. So you have been usurped. So what that should mean now... we've been given some money. What this should mean now is we're probably no longer getting any tributes. This is our courtier. Finished his education. That doesn't really bother me. We have a open council position for a spy master. We could go and send our wife. I mean, she doesn't really like us and she is possessed. So how about you go and spy on the Byzantine Empire? There is a bit of a disease going on there in Thrace, but we can always get a new wife. And we're not a lunatic anymore, so that will help quite nicely. She might be the reason I'm a lunatic in the first place, actually. So we can declare war on you. We can actually just straight up claim Venezia, because you are my courtier. So we could just claim it for you, but again, it wouldn't be ours. I think we just want to go and make it a tributary. So before we go ahead and do that, you've got 600 men and no pacts. You are pretty screwed. So let's go and declare a war here. We will make you a tributary and send. We're going to go and turn the speed down. It's playing the Christmas music again. I'm currently recording this today. It is the 2nd of December, I think. So yes, the 2nd of December today. But I think the music starts playing from like the end of November or something like that. So we are going to go and raise all of the levies. Get them all together. Now, Venice will probably do what it usually does and just try and land them all via boat. Let's go up to speed 3 because speed 2 is a little bit ridiculously slow. Now, we do have some ships of our own, so we do have the potential chance here of being able to get some troops there. What we had to do last time, we have a new son. We've got to pick a name for it. Where's my little sheet here? I haven't got the updated list of patron supporters yet, because even though it is the 2nd of December, it does take a few days for all the payments and things to go through. And I can't remember everybody that I've added on there. Did we have Carsten on already? I can't remember if we did. Can we actually check? We've got Carsten. So let us go and add, this one's going to be Glenn. So let's go ahead and get Glenn on there as well. So where's that army going? You're going in there. That was unfortunate. Oh, worried about my newborn son. Glenn is a bit feeble. That's unfortunate. Right, let's go ahead and just get this army together. We might be able to jump in there if we're quick enough. We need a leader. Wow, we're a little bit short on commanders at the moment. So does anybody here actually have any combat skill? You have some. You have some. They're not the greatest of commanders we've got here. You're a duelist. There's a bishop, a duelist. So let's go ahead and grab this group. I thought we had grouped you all together. And we'll go and make sure that we've got our better commanders in here. As long as we've got some commanders, we should be alright. And we'll go and try and jump on your army. We probably won't get there in time, but if we are lucky, you won't... No, you're not actually trying to escape, and we can squish your army. That's fantastic. Now, what we might have to do is what we did last time, and try and capture somebody important to actually get enough war score to be able to do anything. So, we are still Marshal for Lombardy, and apparently we're doing a really good job. This is why I can't lead myself. I'm Craven, but I'm the Marshal. While little Glenn still appears slightly weaker than other children of his age, I swear he is much more energetic than he was a couple of weeks ago. He might not be out of the woods quite yet, but the worst has passed. Fantastic. So gains +1 health. So we're going to keep trying to get all of this army together. Righteous imprisonment of you, a random courtier. So what are you up to? Let's go ahead and look at the intrigue, known plots. You are trying to kill... I'm not all that bothered. I might just go and put this on auto stop backing plots for a while. So my wife will deal with all of that. So let's go ahead and get the army together. Try and get everybody out of these plots. Let's group the army up. Now, I still can't lead, can I? Because I'm marshal, so I'm busy off doing other stuff. If I went and led the troops, I mean, there is a chance of getting killed, which is always the risk. But at the same time, there's always the possibility that you can lose the trait Craven, because you can become brave, and one will overrule the other. Our barracks has been built. A peace offer has 42%. We surrender under these terms. Remove any previous suzerain lord. Becomes a tributary. Fine, he's actually surrendered straight off. So, that was like one of the easiest wars we've done straight away. So, fantastic. So, he's now our tributary, and he should be paying us buckets of ducats. At least he should be. Can't see it there now. Maybe it'll show on the next month. At least that's the way it should work. I definitely said he'd be our tributary. There we go, let's check that now. Yeah, tributes. That's very low tributes. It all happened so quickly, I barely registered the events. The noble had been attacked and was dragged away from us by kidnappers. I'll save you. Cardinal Aribert is kidnapped. Is this going to give us some sort of option to become brave? It was subject to an attempted kidnapping today, and he's clearly shocked by the experience. He will learn something from it. We become content, which we don't really want. And the Cardinal becomes ambitious. We can become just. Put the offenders in the darkest dungeon, never to be released. His opinion of us changes by 10, and we gain the trait cruel, which I think we already are. Yeah, we're already cruel. Or he deserved it, where we can become arbitrary. Well, let's become just. So we are now just. So that gives us more stewardship, more learning, more vassal opinion, more same trait opinion. So despite being a lunatic, well, we're not anymore. But we are craven. But even though we're craven, we're actually still doing quite well. One child lacks an education focus. This is Andy Cuthbert, our son. You have a very high diplomacy skill there. Let's go and keep working on that. You are willful, curious, and indolent. Well, willful doesn't really go with that. Curious does. Willful will go for martial, though. So go ahead and get you a bit of martial to go with that high diplomacy score. Will you please hurry up and get the claim on this province so I can go ahead and take it, if you wouldn't mind? Because you are taking some time about that. I'm just having a quick look around, just in case I've got any CBs on anyone that I don't know about. Small gathering of friends, sure. We're probably going to end up becoming a drunkard at this rate. You know it's going to happen. Yeah, just want to check these places and see if there's anywhere we can declare war on. You could hear someone sneaking around inside and believed it to be a burglar. When I went downstairs, I discovered Carsten opening one of my letters. Just lose the prestige. That is fine. Now, what about Nice here? Who do you belong to? Yeah, not much stuff. I wonder how much land you actually have. Diplomatic relations. So you own... I want to see what you own directly. You own a fair bit of stuff, I think. You've got a fair few CBs on stuff. I don't, unfortunately. I'm very much lacking on the CB side of things. So, we have vassal levies raised too long, because obviously we did do an offensive war against Venice. Luckily, it didn't go on for too long, so that's not too bad. Now, one character owes me a favour. We've inherited a random barony. That is fine. So we're over the holdings limit. We'll sort that out. Not too sure what I can use the favour from you for. You've also got the Lover's Pox. Yeah, our domain is too big, so we need to give something away. But apparently we've just gained a random barony. Now, what is this, Verona? This is actually just the county we could give away. And keep a random barony for ourselves. We can find where this random barony is. It's there, it's this one. So we actually own a barony in Verona as well. So let's go ahead and just give the barony away. We'll just create a new vassal. Because obviously the other option, of course, was give the county away, and then I would have a barony beneath another count, or to give the whole thing away, and then I'd be one under my domain size. But if people that own these provinces start to die off, Because your heir is me. So when she dies off, I will inherit this province. Which would be quite nice. You haven't got any kids yet. We could plot to kill you, actually. 325% chance of it happening. Let's go ahead and do it. We might get found out, but, you know, who cares? It's CK2, right? You've got to kill some people. We'll go ahead and speed things up. Let's carry on playing this game. Ah, there we go. Apprentice board gamer. You now get diplomacy +1. My co-conspirator, which is actually my nephew, this is William, has assembled a party of mercenaries who will ambush the Countess disguised as highwaymen. Approve the plan. Not that you have any option at that point to disapprove it. Carousing is over. Keep building up the prestige. What's going on here? Success. The mercenaries ambushed her. They let the driver go. He's convinced the attack was carried out by highwaymen, so nobody knows it was me. We can now actually arrest our own nephew and heir for being involved in the plot, which was our plot. Send our son into hiding, which we don't really need to do. Now, why didn't we inherit that county? We should have done. As it's not actually showing she's dead yet. There we go. Now she's dead. Now our domain size is too big. Now then, we want to keep this because this is in the Duchy of Tuscany. We want to get rid of things that are not in the Duchy of Tuscany. This says it's in the Duchy of Ferrara, but it's not de jure the Duchy of Ferrara, I don't think. Let's just check by going de jure duchies. Yeah, this is the Duchy of Ferrara. These things are actually in the Duchy of Friuli. So we could go ahead and get rid of these. We don't control that one. We do control these ones. Which of these ones gives us more? So we've got Padova and we've got Verona. Verona's 142 troops, 4.5 gold. Padova, more troops, slightly less gold. I think we get rid of Verona. So we want to go ahead and give Verona to somebody else. Let's just go ahead and get a random noble. So we will go and... Why is that plot still going on? I thought we dealt with that. Invite a random noble to my court, which is this guy. Let's make sure we've got you selected. That is fine. So you should automatically be the right religion. You are Italian. You've got a stutter and you're craven and you're lustful. You've got good stewardship, though. You are going to be the Count of Verona. So off you go. We've lost our chaplain. Credible reports of a recent sighting of the Great White Stag. Yeah, we'll never get it, though. We never do. New chaplain, you, 18 learning. And you can do the usual thing we do with our chaplains and ship them off to Rome. Keep sucking up with the Pope. We're making some good money doing that. Is this not actually... this is ours. So you are one of our... you are our son. Altered by growing feelings of itchiness, you are appalled to notice the appearance of a bright red rash on your body. So it starts. Ansbrand is confident that your symptoms is due to a serious illness and that it will pass... is not due to a serious illness and it will pass quite soon. Nevertheless, you receive some mild treatment. Very well. Insisted you should abstain from food in order to feel better and prescribed a 3-day fast. We get +1 health. Fine. Now, why wasn't that actually my... That wasn't actually my physician. Why wasn't my physician doing that? And can we seek treatment for something? Seek treatment for illness. Apparently we cannot because we have been treated recently. Although we didn't get the option to get somebody else to do it. So that was annoying. So, can we grab any of these others? You've got your own heir. You're upset that you're not on the council. And this belongs to William, which he probably would give up. But of course, when we die and it all switches over, he'll have control of all of our provinces anyway. So, let's keep going on with this. The old prestige is doing well. We're up to 1700 now. You spend weeks in the wilderness searching for any trace of your prey, but to no avail. You find plenty of bugs, snakes, and riding saws. However, this is pointless. You gain the trait infection. There's a 20% chance that we become stressed. Well, that's not very good. Is it the drink? Is it something someone said you don't remember? Honestly, but someone has to pay. Fight. Oh dear, now we're fighting. At the last moment, he ran out. After throwing a chair at you and making you stumble, you searched everywhere, but you couldn't find him. So his opinion changes of us slightly, but he's still got like 97 opinion. We've returned to our court. So let's just have a quick look what we've got going on here. We now have an infection, which is not good. Truces are expiring with the Lord Mayor of Venice. Now, can we actually get our physician to treat us? No, it's this one we want. Has not been treated recently. Well, what do you count as recently? What counts as recently? I want treating. Child lacks an education focus. This is our daughter. Let's just go for etiquette. You are a genius, apparently. In fact, let's go for thrift. Apparently thrift's quite a good one to go for. So go ahead and give that one a try. Not that it matters, because the daughters we usually just, you know, marry off. Oh, somebody just died of cancer. Our mother-in-law, okay. Doesn't directly affect us. Let's go and get rid of some of those pop-ups. And we will play on. A rumour about a spy sneaking around in my own castle was confirmed this morning when I caught him red-handed. I'm not concerned. Gain piety. Behead him. Gain some martial and lose some temple vassal opinion. Kill him with my bare hands. Gain some monthly prestige and lose piety. Or carve his eyes out to gain the intrigue. Well, we'll just behead him. We'll gain the extra 2 martial. That'll slightly offset what we're getting from the infection here. Because that's really causing some problems. We got some more tech from Thrake. Whatever was left of your rash is no longer visible, and the spot where it was is no longer itching or causing pain. So that rash has gone away, but we've still got that damn infection. Which apparently we can't even ask for treatment for, which is weird. We do have a court physician. Still got that vassal inheritance warning. Not too bothered about that. So let's allow that to play on. And we're still doing a good job as marshal, apparently. How much does our liege actually like me? Not much. Or is that the regent's opinion of me? No, he actually likes me. You don't like me. Why don't you like me? Because I'm a known murderer. And I refused an offer of guardianship. And I'm a foreigner. I should probably go and try and suck up, but we will be declaring war on him at some point. Can we have a retinue yet? Our technology's gone up. You need military organisation in order to improve your retinue cap. Let's get heavy infantry, though. Because we definitely have some of that. Popular customs gives us city vassal opinion. Legalism gives us more laws we can enact. Trade practices, more trade value. Not too bothered about the other stuff. We might just save it up for a while. But can we get a retinue yet? I still don't think we have enough. Oh, we have slightly. We've got slightly enough cap. There's a couple of retinues we could get. Some of these are not great, though. I mean, this retinue is 150 archers and 400 light infantry. This one is 200 archers and 50 heavy infantry. Heavy infantry is really good for us. We definitely don't want pikemen. This would be the best one for us, though. 200 heavy infantry and 50 archers. But the retinue cap for that is 700. And we only have 596. So it's not an ideal retinue for us. These was like 550 for this one. But it's a very, very small retinue. So we will wait until the retinue cap is a bit bigger. What is your military size? It's still fairly sizable. You have a non-aggression pact with the King of Bulgaria. It's only a non-aggression pact, though. I don't really mind non-aggression pacts. Will you please hurry up and fabricate this claim? You still have the same chance of doing it, right? It hasn't dropped or anything. Yep, 14.99% yearly. So you should be getting that claim. I'm surprised it has taken so long. How old are we now? We're 37. It would be nice if that infection went away. 902 known murder expires. That's quite some time. This Ruthless will expire soon as well. So that is good. Oh, so I can actually see who my tributaries are under the pacts. Excellent. And we're going carousing again. I'm so amazed that I haven't become a drunkard yet. Now, what's going on over here? This is some sort of revolt. The Fruilian Revolt. We can't declare a war over here. We don't have any claim on this. That's a shame. Would have been nice to have tried to grab some of that. Militia training ground has been built. Can we go ahead yet and get... better Castletown would be good. Let's get the castle town. I mean, we've got plenty of money, right? And the good thing about the castle towns is they give you more money. Can't do that one there. Castle fortifications, get the stables. And we want to start building up the provinces in our capital duchy anyway. Get the castle town too. Castle fortifications, barracks, castle. Yeah, castle town's probably still the best one. Pikemen morale. Let's go ahead and get the castle town. It's a bit more expensive, but again, ducats to make ducats. So this is now. Why did I not name you? Why didn't I actually name you after somebody? Oh, it's because you're a legitimized bastard. That was the reason. You got good stats though. I'll give you that. You're indolent, playful, and brooding. Doesn't really go with that. So you should really go for, let's go for intrigue focus with you, just to mix it up a little bit. We've also got another, because obviously there was a lot of twins going on here. So you are an idolizer, you're curious and playful. Curious, so you can go for diplomacy. And we've still got another one, which is Karsten. So you're the other twin. So you are timid, brooding, and curious. Stats are not great. You're timid, so we probably don't want to go for martial. What were we? Timid, brooding. Brooding is good for stewardship. You can go for stewardship then and see what we get there. But that is where I'm going to end the video because we're over the 20-minute mark. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you're still enjoying Crusader Kings 2. Sorry there haven't been any wars for a while. Hopefully we'll eventually get that claim and we'll be able to go and nab an extra county or two, but might just have to wait on that one. So I'll see you next time, and until then, goodbye for now.